My name is Aaron Stebner. I'm a professor in mechanical engineering and material science and engineering at Georgia Tech. Also the executive director of our Master's in Manufacturing Leadership degree program. So, on the topic of where successful partnerships between government, industry, and academia come together, in Georgia, we've been glad to lead and implement this collection of programs called Georgia Artificial Intelligence in Manufacturing, or Georgia AIM. So Georgia AIM was founded to revolutionize the industrial economy of Georgia and the nation through the development and deployment of technology and workforce for artificial intelligence in all different manufacturing sectors. So we're looking at AI and artificial intelligence from agriculture, ag tech, aerospace and defense, pulp and paper, semiconductors and chips. So all of these different topics and how industries and how it intersects. And I think you need the whole ecosystem, starting with educating families and children that the manufacturing jobs of today and tomorrow are not the ones that displaced and disrupted families when they were lost to globalization 20 or 30 years ago, but rather they provide opportunity again for careers, no matter what your personal aspirations and strengths are as an employee. And so we have programs that are involved in community engagement and K through 5 challenges up into high school. And then we also have lots of colleges. There's more than 40 nonprofits, universities, and technical colleges working together to implement the Georgia AIM projects. There are regional projects, for example, in Southwest Georgia, focused on their economy that are different from the ones in Middle Georgia, focused on serving the robotics needs of Robins Air Force Base and their community, different from the ones in Northeast Georgia, where a lot of the pine trees are produced for our pulp and paper products, to the semiconductors and EV industries around the greater Atlanta and Savannah areas, right? And so each region has its own needs and its own manufacturing and its own training requirements. Yet a lot of the things around AI, digitization, sensors, and technology are common to these industries. It's just their implementation that's specific. So, in addition to the pilot facility that I've been the principal investigator for, we've also put 4 new themed studios in the technical colleges around training technical college workforce. And then we've also put an innovation studio. We've put in new high school studios and launched a high school curriculum to make sure every high school student in Georgia has a 3-week digital manufacturing module in high school and hands-on experience. They actually 3D print cars that they design in 3D and have, think circa 2050 Pinewood Derby with 3D printed cars and all different materials and all kinds of engineering going into them. So it's pretty fun. So Georgia AIM has also made mobile studios to take the outreach and innovation out into the communities. And so Fort Valley State University has a couple of mobile trailers where they can drive into a community and do anything from like an info session on how sensors and AI and technology are impacting agriculture industries in rural Georgia to a drive up drone competition where you can design, build, and fly your own drones and teach people digital design and manufacturing in the community. University of Georgia works with the Russell Center, which is our largest Black business incubator in Atlanta. And they have one with all different AI in manufacturing vignettes. So from robotic dogs that carry tools to sensors that help give workers feedback when they've put something in the wrong place of the stockroom, all the way through. And so yeah, we've looked at building infrastructure that lives somewhere that can congregate people, as well as building infrastructure that gets the message around and takes it to people where they live, and trying to have this good balance of outreach, awareness, engagement, all the way up through the education and the research and development and the deployment of the technologies into manufacturers.